Hey, it's Dr. Future, your favorite livelihood therapist and director of education and supervision for Black Therapists Matter, and it is time to test your clinical knowledge. So let's just jump right into it, okay? A clinical social worker is working with a client with borderline personality disorder who presents with recent non-suicidal self-injury, NSSI, and reports intense, unstable relationships. The client states they are feeling overwhelmed by emotions. Which combination of DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy, strategies is the best to address the client's current presentation? Here are your options. A. Validate the client's emotional pain while actively teaching distress tolerance. B. Focus on uncovering the childhood origins of the client's fear of abandonment to gain insight. C. Challenge the client's underlying core beliefs about being inherently unlovable. Or D. Confront the client directly about the maladaptive nature of the self-injury to extinguish that behavior. Okay, the answer is A. Remember that in DBT skills, you are going to want to first validate an individual and then teach them distress tolerance. Once they are able to trust you and they're able to trust themselves and their ability to regulate their emotions, they're going to go a lot further. And we do want to extinguish those non-suicidal self-injurious behaviors. If we were looking at B, which I believe B was focusing on childhood origins, then we would be looking more of a psychodynamic approach where we're looking at the origins of behavior and then working our way forward. If we were looking at C and we were just going to dive right into challenging, then that's going to be a little bit more of a CBT type of approach where you're changing or working to change the way a person thinks, which affects the way they feel, which then affects their behavior. And then if we looked at, let's see, D was confronting the client directly about the maladaptive nature of the self-interest behavior and trying to extinguish it. This again is a sense of using DBT, but if you do this and you don't validate the person first, you put the risk of really upsetting the treatment in general, because you're going to put this person in a position of shame and dysregulation, and then you haven't taught them the skills to actually regulate themselves. So it's very important to know not only the method of treatment, but the method to your madness and what the end result is expected.